from the Bay Area's local news station. We begin now with breaking news.
Breaking news right now that we're following here on KRON 4 News at 3 is that evacuations are underway in Oakland as police are investigating a possible explosive device that's near the federal building and courthouse. This right here is video from the scene from the Citizens app, and you can see the heavy law enforcement's presence that's in the area right now. We have a lot to get to with this breaking news story. Thank you so much for joining us here during KRON 4 News at 3. I'm Justine Waldman. This bomb scare started just about an hour ago, and here's what we know right now. Clay Street is closed between 11th and 16th. Again, that's in the area of the federal building and courthouse in Oakland. This is also very close to City Hall. BART is also putting out a warning now that the 12th Street Oakland City Center entrance in Franco-Gawa Plaza is closed. The Alameda County Sheriff's bomb squad is on the scene. They say they were called to the area after a suspicious person dropped off a suspicious package. For more information on this part of the story, we're joined now on the phone by Lieutenant Ray Kelly from the Alameda County Sheriff's Office. Thank you so much for joining us, Lieutenant Kelly.
Good afternoon, Justine. I'm actually driving to the scene now. Hopefully give you the latest information here. Like you said, just over an hour ago, maybe hour and a half ago, our bomb squad was called to the federal building for a report that a suspicious individual had dropped a suspicious package there. Our bomb team arrived, began to investigate that package. And as we did, we saw a lot of signs that it was consistent with a potential pipe bomb. So we, during the course of the last hour, we've done a lot of diagnostics and work on that device to work through the problem. And I think they were setting up, last time I checked, for a disruption to render that device safe. So that's what I know right now in regards to all of this.
Just to back up a little bit, what signs were there that this device looked suspicious?
It was the demeanor of the person that dropped it was he was acting rather strange, according to the reports we were given. It was in a plastic bag. And as the first law enforcement people that spotted the device immediately noticed it was consistent with the size and shape of a pipe bomb, and then immediately began their evacuation protocols and called in the bomb squad. And then once we arrived, we kind of confirmed what they had seen. And then during the course of the last hour, our very experienced bomb team has been working through the problem.
How big of a device are we talking about?
You know, this one's, as pipe bomb goes, as far as size, this one's a considerable size, one that is of more concern than a lot of the ones that we've come across. So a significant size pipe bomb, pretty robust in size, and so enough to force this level of response.
And what are the things that the bomb squad needs to do to make this no longer be a problem? As you said, they have the bomb squad there, but what actually work needs to happen?
Well, you know, our bomb squad doesn't like to talk a lot about the work that they do. They try to work under the cloak of secrecy because they don't like to disclose their tools and techniques. But they have a lot of different diagnostic tools and technology that they use, and they basically have a mobile laboratory that they bring with them to diagnose and come up with the best solution to render the device safe. So they use a lot of different tools, a lot of different technology, and at the end of the day, too, we're trying to preserve as much evidence as possible so that we can turn that over, in this case, to our federal partners so that they can follow up on.
So you're working with Oakland Police and the FBI because this is the federal building, and people have been asked to stay away from the area. As I understand, a lot of people who work in the federal building have been working from home, so there aren't as many people in the area as there would be, you know, if it was 2019, let's say. But should people who are in that area near City Hall expect to hear any type of loud explosion? Would that be part of what needs to happen to make this device be safe?
Well, our plan is that if you hear an explosion, it's one that we caused, and it won't be that loud that I don't think anybody would hear it if everything goes as planned. And with that being said, we're asking people to avoid the area so that we can do our job. I'm very confident in our bomb squad. I'm a member of our bomb squad as well. and I'm very confident in their capabilities to do this job effectively. So I think we've got a good plan in place. We've got good coordination between all of the different agencies. And you're right, we're lucky. With COVID, there's not a lot of people in the building and around walking the streets. We've evacuated where we need to, and sometimes it's better to keep people in the building. It's easier to keep them safer if they shelter in place. So working through all that now. Hope to have you an update in the near future as to what we came to as a final conclusion here.
Yeah, I know you said you're on your way there, and once you get more information, please let us know. We'll pass it on to our KRON 4 News viewers who are watching us on air and online, as the Alameda County Sheriff's Office, as well as the FBI and police, are investigating a suspicious package that was dropped off by, quote, a suspicious person. And right now they're believing that it's some sort of pipe bomb that's been left there. Lieutenant Ray Kelly, thank you so much for joining us here on KRON 4 at 3 o'clock.
All right. Thank you, Justine.
We'll keep you posted.